My name is Emelie and I'm from Sweden. I've been in the UK for 10 years now. The photo of me and my mum was taken outside my house, my new home in Deal, Kent, last Christmas. We took it just as we were leaving Deal, actually. We were on our way to Gatwick Airport. It was on New Year's Day, actually. And yeah, there were a lot of emotions in the air because I wasn't sure if she was going to come back. And I remember thinking, I wish she could stay longer, or why did we agree to go back on New Year's Day? It was a very emotional day for me. She was returning to Sweden to basically pack up her life and leave my father that she'd been married for 45 years. I don't know, I could sense this, I don't know, like she had found somehow the power to take a decision that she had not dared to do. That's had been on her mind for a very long time. So I guess it was, a very dramatical day in one way. Like it was the start of something completely new. It is quite a powerful shot because it was that one and only time she came to see me, and I just pretty much moved in to this new house, our first home. I do think about it actually, and I almost feel like I can sense that she's here at times, or that I see her, because she spent a good 2 weeks with us. Yeah, it made quite an impact on me because of course it was that one and only time. Yeah, no, I think I think her every time actually I step out of the door. I think I was the one who knew her the best, and I think if you met her you would say, oh, she's a very gentle character, and she is, absolutely, very careful, very shy, or that's how she comes across, very kind of thoughtful, and she wouldn't just open up her mouth and babble. But this also has to do with the way she chose to live, so she was quite suppressed, I suppose. But with me, I feel like she became who she truly was, and there was this sort of cheekiness about her, and a lot of humor, a lot of laughter, like we had fun, and that's how I want to remember her, really. She said to me when I was about 17 or 16, she said, Emily, you awake the wild in me, or this wild woman is coming out, and I haven't thought about it until now. Maybe it's because I've been quite brave, going out in the big wide world, and I think that was what she dreamt of, possibly, and with me I think she got a dose of that, and was like, I don't know, maybe her true self that she showed to me. I think I'm very similar to her actually. I like to think I'm a very thoughtful person, and I think before I speak, and if I accidentally speak without thinking, I often analyze what I said, and I remember my mum doing the same thing. So very self-conscious, I think, is sort of slight perhaps nervousness, or I don't know, but yeah, she really saw people and she cared for vulnerable people. I think I have that in me too. Incredibly sensitive, like highly sensitive to sounds and the world around us. It's difficult, I think, to go through life when you're that sensitive, and there was this pain in my mum, I think, at the time, that I can relate to a lot. Here I am now, almost a year later. I still can't believe it because it's still so new to me. It's been 11 weeks now since Mum passed away, and sometimes I feel like she's gone traveling, that she's going to call me now or in an hour's time. I still can't believe that she's actually gone. Maybe because I'm abroad and I'm used to not see her so often. So very surreal experience. I'm quite scared of photos, to be honest. I got to downstairs and I light a candle for her, and that's the only photos I have. I haven't really had photos of my mum in my home actually until now. It's very strange, I guess, because she's sort of in me and we're very close. We used to speak pretty much every day, so I didn't feel that need, and now I find it quite painful to look back at photos. I know there will be a day when I'm ready for it, but it was, I guess, when I was asked to pick a photo for you, I found it upsetting going through the album. It's like I'm not ready to see her yet, if that makes sense. I'd say, all in all, that Mum's death has changed everything to me, like my outlook on the world and people that I thought I was perhaps close to, and family relationships. I guess people are nervous and they either avoid it altogether, or they come out with kind of great big statements that my mom is in a much better place now and she's in heaven and you will feel better tomorrow. And I've even had comments like, so your mom is dead, but you always have me. So I've heard a whole range of very, very strange and very provocative, I think, comments, or I don't know if this just shows that people are awkward when it comes to death and end of life. Just simple compassion, just check in. How are you? Can I do anything? People taking initiatives just by showing kindness, like just by making a cup of tea, or take, like in my case, the kids out for a walk. There's been things I've really missed, that somebody would just be willing to jump on the train and go and see me. That's something I would have really appreciated. Also, I think people are very scared of asking about the person who have died, but in actual fact, I want to talk about my mum. I don't want people to forget about her. It's not just about me, it's about her, and I think that has been another upsetting thing altogether. Like, please keep her memory alive. Like, I want to, but I think people just don't want to go there because they think, oh, she's going to get upset. I'd often refer to things she would have said in a specific situation, or yeah, I do bring her up a lot. I mean, I feel like somebody, I guess, has taken an arm off. I feel like I was very close to my mom. Maybe some people mean, oh, it was maybe an unhealthily close relationship, but it also has to do with the relationship she had with my father. So maybe I overcompensated in a way, that I became more than a daughter, was her friend and her kind of guide. That sounds very strange perhaps to you, but we were very, very close. So now when she's gone and she played such an important part, yeah, I feel like I got to keep her memory alive. She was a very special person. I think she had a very unique outlook on the world. I miss the Emelie I was with my mum, of course. I mean, all relationships are unique, but I'm thinking, will I forget about her or that aspect of myself? And that made me incredibly upset at the time, that I'm not, I don't have anybody else, of course, that I can show that Emelie with. Yeah, and I'm more in that part of myself. I don't know if it's going to get better. People say, oh, it gets better with time. Of course you will miss it, but it will get better. But I find it hard to see how is it going to get better. I think it's just, it's going to be different. But part of me, I think, will always be grieving, because I felt like she left too early and the kids are so young and they might just have faded memories one day of her, and that makes me really sad. Cancer did not kill her spirit, and she, I would say, although her life was so undignified in one way, she was still like holding her head up high, like in that hospice bed when she needed help with everything. She would still kind of hold her head up high and make sure, she, looked okay and that her hair was brushed, and she did not, just kind of say, right, that's it, I'm packing it all in. Yeah, and that I admire really. Even in hospital when things were really bad, and of course it was just me and her in those very intimate moments, and she would still, there would still be laughs, so she would say something about the doctor, or I don't know, there would still be humor until the very end.